First, I will give you the issue of the selling of the president's property, the former president Yahya Jammeh, when the executive decided to go and then auction his confiscated properties that comes from the Jammeh Commission. The court made a ruling that the executive does not have the power to do it because that court document or the court recommendation is not legally binding. So they made a stop to it. The second thing for the executive is when the IEC also conferred power to the mayoress, a power that she does not have to give certain documents to Banjulians. The court said that is illegal because the IEC's power is limited by law and they cannot work outside the scope of the law that it mandates them to work. And then you have the National Assembly when they decided to allocate themselves loans by inserting a budget line item in the estimates of revenue and expenditure for 2021. The Supreme Court made a decision that your role is to do budget oversight, but not to create a budget. The role of creating budget rests with that of the executive. So these two cases, we actually, should I say, litigated these cases at the High Court, and we got those two in our favor, both the attestation and then that of the loan. So basically, what we try to do is to defend separation of powers. You have your own power that is defined by law as an executive, and the same thing with that of the judiciary. If you go beyond it, should we let it go? No, we need to make sure that you work within the powers as per the law, and that law we also need to understand that it's the law that people want to govern it, because every law, every constitution has to go through a referendum. The people have to say, yes, we want this rule book to rule us. So you cannot go beyond that. Political parties have their manifesto. They come with their manifesto, we get to read them. We do not have any mandate to tell them, your manifesto is not good, you should, or this is not realistic. This is what they said in paper, and they also campaign to electors that give me your vote. If you give me your vote, these are the development that we bring to you. So for us, the civil society, our role is to monitor the promises of these candidates. Once they come into power, then we can hold them accountable to those promises. You said during your campaign period you're going to do A, B, C, D, and E, but you actually did not do A, neither B, C, D, or E. So why are you not doing this? And the accountability process started at that level. People prioritize, or they think the presidential election is more significant than that of parliamentary election. They are both significant. And if you understand governance, there are channels to citizens mainstreaming their priorities. You cannot call the president and then sit with the president and tell them, these are my plan. The president is not a technocrat. The president is a leader of an organized government institution. And you have his technocrats, the ministers, and then that of the parliament that approve budget. So if you understand the way governance works, you will also prioritize the parliamentary elections as well and make sure that you elect someone competent within your own settlements to represent the needs of your people.